In a grand and luxurious mansion, golden objects shimmered in the light. Servants moved silently around him, yet his eyes were distant. He turned toward the window, as if something beyond his riches was calling him. In a dusty village square, Jesus Christ stood among the poor and the broken. He spoke with compassion, yet filled with truth. The sick leaned closer. The weary listened in silence. Passing by on horseback, the young ruler noticed something unusual. A crowd gathered around one man. He slowed down. Suddenly, he dismounted. He ran toward Jesus. And then he fell to his knees, his head bowed low, his hands trembling, his eyes lifted, filled with hope. A question burned inside him. Jesus looked at him with deep love and understanding. The ruler's hands trembled. Jesus gently placed his hand on the man's shoulder, a touch filled with peace. Then the young ruler spoke, his voice steady but searching. "What must I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus answered calmly. "You know the commandments." His voice was steady. "Do not commit adultery. Do not murder. Do not steal. Do not lie. Honor your father and mother." The ruler listened carefully, nodding slightly, as if checking each word in his mind. "I have kept all of these since my youth." But Jesus did not respond immediately. He simply looked at him, lovingly. And suddenly, the ruler felt it. That gaze, seeing beyond his words, into his heart. His confidence began to fade. His breath grew heavier. His hands tightened together, uncertain. Jesus met his eyes again. "There is still one thing you lack." The ruler froze. "What is it?" he asked, his voice now uncertain. And in that moment his world felt empty, as if something inside him was missing all along. Jesus spoke again, firm, yet full of love. "Go, sell everything you have, give it to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven." Silence. The ruler's face changed instantly. Images rushed through his mind, his mansion, his gold, his lands, his power, his life. His expression darkened. Pain filled his eyes. He could no longer meet Jesus' eyes. Jesus waited, patiently, lovingly, without pressure. The ruler stood frozen, unable to move, unable to decide. He looked around, lost in confusion. For a moment, his thoughts returned to his riches, his comfort, his control. But Jesus did not stop him. He did not force him, only watched, with love. And so, the ruler turned away. Step by step, he walked back into the crowd, his shoulders heavy, his spirit broken. Slowly, he disappeared, lost among the people. Behind him, dust rose into the air like a fading dream. Jesus watched him go, his eyes filled with sorrow and compassion. Then he turned back to his disciples. The disciples stood in shock, unable to understand. Peter the apostle stepped forward. "Then who can be saved?" he asked. Jesus answered, "What is impossible for man is possible with God." Silence fell again. The disciples reflected deeply. Far away, the ruler returned home. His mansion still stood, his wealth untouched. But something had changed. Lying in his bed, surrounded by luxury, he felt empty. The words echoed in his mind, "Follow me." Tears filled his eyes. In the darkness, he wept. And somewhere, on a distant road, Jesus continued walking, teaching, loving, calling others. But behind him, a memory remained. A man who was invited to everything and walked away.